All right, guys, I have a really exciting moment right here. Y'all are probably wondering what's going on. Like, Ellie, it's just three random cats on your porch. They're eating dry food and wet food. There's nothing out of the ordinary there. Well, let me explain the situation, you guys. So basically, these cats, I made one video about them in the past. And in that video, I discussed how a family friend had a mama cat give birth to these three. I think it was June 13th, she said. It was her husband's birthday. So they're about 3 months old, a little bit over. And she said that they were trying to take care of them. They let them live outside. They always fed them and tried to love them the best they could. But they already have so many pets. They had like 5 indoor cats and 3 dogs. And then these cats would come in and give the dogs a hard time. And they were, potentially worried that the dogs might hurt them, like they would attack the dogs and the dogs would retaliate. There was just a lot of worry going through their mind. Food was expensive, trying to feed all of them, and they couldn't care for them anymore. They wanted to give them the best life possible, and so I felt really honored and blessed that she said she didn't know of a better place they could go than the sanctuary, because she knows how much me and Meg love cats and how we would take good care of them. And I took them. She lives really close to here, and she lives close enough to where if I had let them be outside from the get-go, they would have went right back to her house. She lives very, very close to us. So for the first few weeks, I had them in the barn dominium. I let them, just hang out in there, do their thing with my dad's permission, of course. But over time, I realized that one of them wasn't litter trained. I don't know which one it was, but one of them kept pooping on the bed. They kind of kept destroying stuff, tearing into things.
They're outside cats.
Yeah, they were outside cats originally, mind you. And my dad, he put a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into that barn dominium. That place will always hold a very dear spot in his heart because he built it during a very stressful time in his life. And so my dad would be happy on any day of the week to talk about his life story and about the passion that went into that barn dominium project. And so he had a talk with us and was just saying that, I put a lot into this house and I want it to be spick, span, and clean. The cats are kind of messing it up. And we were like, okay, we can try to figure out a different accommodation for them. So Olga and her 5 kittens will be going to Longhorn Lester's soon. And the plan originally was to let these go to Longhorn Lester's too. But I'm going to be brutally honest with you. That one right there, that little girl, I picked her up, about to put her in the crate to take her to Longhorn Lester's. And the way she looked into my eyes, it made me want to cry. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have the stomach to do this. I don't have the heart to let her go. And it's not yet anyways. So I basically said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let them outside since they can't be in the barn dominium anymore. They've already had a good 2 or 3 weeks in there. So maybe if I put them right here on the porch with food, wet food, a little treat, water, and I show them plenty of love and make sure that they're taken care of, maybe they'll consider this their safe space and they won't try to wander back home. And there's a risk they might wander back to their house because, like I said, it's very close to here, their original home. That's where their mama still is technically. So if they go back, then we can look into sending them to Longhorn Lester's. But I wanted to at least give them a shot to stay here and not go back to their previous home, because then that would put us back at square one all over again. You know what I'm saying?
You ready for the $1 million question?
What's that?
People are gonna ask. TNR.
What's that?
That's trap, neuter, release. Essentially, TNR. So spay, neuter.
2 of them are sweet. I'm not. Oh, we'll catch them. I'm not worried
No,
about.
no, I know. I just figured people were gonna ask, and you hadn't addressed it yet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I want people to know, like.
Yeah.
I'll talk about. I'm like visibly like I'm just kind of I'm gonna say distraught almost. I've had a really rough day, and I'm just sitting here, and the thought of all this spay neuter stuff is very stressful, and I'm like I want to get them spayed neutered, but you have to wait to a certain age, and they're still
Yeah.
too young. That some vets will do it, but they're not developed enough, especially the girls. So.
Yeah, I think that.
But I guess I want people to know that, like, we know that it is not the best life for an animal to continue reproducing like that, And so we are going to take care of that because we don't want to contribute to the kitten problem.
We don't want to have them overpopulated if we can help it.
A few barn cats is great.
Yeah. Well, these were already born. All the ones that were born, we're not, creating an assembly line, breeding them
No.
all or anything like that.
And that's why I'm saying I don't want people to assume we're just not going to do our due diligence.
Yeah.
We're going to do our absolute best to make sure we can get everybody who's not fixed.
Oh gosh, here's Gunpowder. Gunpowder hates other cats.
Well, I thought at first it was Gunpowder hates other kittens. No, Gunpowder just hates every other cat that is not.
You know what's crazy
Her.
is that cat right there looks very similar to Gunpowder. I almost wonder if they're related somehow. Do you think maybe they share the same mom, possibly?
Did you just hear what you just said?
Do you think they share the same mom?
Who is Gunpowder's mom?
I forget.
Cutie Pie.
Do you think Cutie Pie? No, Cutie Pie.
Because you said the mother was over there. That wasn't Cutie Pie. I've seen the
Oh
mother.
yeah,
No.
I forgot Gunpowder's mom was Cutie Pie. That's true. Maybe they have the same dad or something.
There's no
Oh,
telling.
oh boy.
Gunpowder, be
All right,
nice.
this can't be good right here. Be careful, little girl.
Ooh, look at that mean look on her face.
Yeah, maybe for their first night here, it's not a good idea.
Just go ahead and put Gunpowder inside. It's her inside time.
All right, Gunpowder. I don't need to set them up for failure by having them terrified to be outside on their first night. We'll ease them into it, and they can get used to getting used to the scary things about the outdoors tomorrow. But all right, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. That's a really exciting thing. I love those cats, and so I have a special place. They have a special place in my heart, I think, because it was kind of me who did the whole rescue thing. It was the lady reached out to me, and so I'm not trying to make it about me, or be conceited or whatever. But I mean, I don't think you can help that. It just makes you feel a little more attached to them, knowing that somebody trusted you with their pets.
You see why I'm so attached to the three inside.
Oh yeah,
I understand
Noodle.
because I was the one that rescued them.
Yeah, Noodle,
It was all
Lavelle, and
that. I mean,
Stormy.
that one was all me, with your permission and all that. But I was the one that.
No, not permission. We're a team.
Well, no, it was permission. It was like, hey, I have 3 cats. They're young, so they're gonna need to be in the house for a little bit, and then a little
permission.
bit.
Permission's almost like may I, but it was almost like
It was like
this could be good, huh, Lovey? What do you think?
And then they were gonna be barn cats, and
Yeah, so much for that. These 3 could end up being indoor, outdoor, maybe with time.
we don't mind indoor, outdoor either.
Yeah, Gunpowder.
Gunpowder has a schedule. I talked about that in one of my
Yeah.
videos. She has a
Oh gosh, I
schedule.
gotta let Chia. Chia sleeps on this porch right here,
Oh,
and so Chia, I hope would be fine with
is
him.
Chia in the house?
Chia's in the
still?
house still. There was a
Good
bad
Lord.
rainstorm, and she was scared. All right, guys. So this right here, this makes me so happy. This is our first update of the next day, and the other 2 cats have kind of scattered and gone around. This one right here, this is the scaredy one. That's the skittish one, and he lets you pick him up and love on him. That's so sweet, Lovey. Oh my goodness, look at you. How did the sweetest one?
I just came out here and picked her up.
Did she let you?
Yeah.
Aw.
She likes me.
Maybe she's scared. I don't know. Maybe she can be the one to be a house cat. The other 2 seem to be thriving.
Look at this.
Oh, hi, little kitty cat. Look at you go. Let's go see what the other 2 are up to. I saw the other 2. I've seen.
Oh my gosh.
That's got some guts right there. Oh my goodness. Go, Voodoo, go. Hola, amigo.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's crazy.
I knew Voodoo could be ridden, but wowza.
All right, guys. So there's number 2 right there. That's the one that normally was the sweet. It's the craziest thing, guys. So that one right there was the sweetest one. She's actually the reason that I didn't want to take him to Longhorn Lester's right away. Oh, there's a 3rd one. Oh my goodness. There they all are. Don't worry, the birds are secure. They're not trying to get after the birds or anything. They're just exploring. They're curious.
Secure?
Yeah.
Are the birds secure? 'Cause right now the birds
Okay, let me rephrase. We're making the birds secure. We had some birds escape right now.
He's about to be. I understand why she said that he was going to be cat's dinner. I get it. I get it because he's driving me.
Hey's driving Meg crazy, and in your anger, you say stuff like, "I'm gonna cook him for dinner."
He said you told me. I said texted you this morning. I said he got out this morning right before I went to my mom's, and you said no. He's been great all day. He's been inside. Spend the minute I get up and pull up into this yard, walk in the house, that bird walks his happy butt right over here to me.
It's something with you, Lovey. It's gotta be. Maybe he.
But I know where he's getting out. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
yeah. Let's zip tie it up
Right here.
right here.
Yep.
That'd be it. Yeah.
I don't know.
That'll do it. Yeah, so maybe they're not secure right this second, but we're working on getting them secure. Anyways, as for these little kitties, it's the craziest thing. That one right there, she's normally the sweet one, but that one won't let me pet her or touch her or anything. And that absolutely feral wild one that I thought would never be friendly is the only one that's let any of us touch it and pet it since we let them outside. So how does that happen? How do they completely reverse their roles like that? Crazy, guys. Called freedom.
Dad was cat whisperer, and I'm like
Oh
a
my
feral cat
goodness,
whisperer.
Meg is 2 for 3. You know what's crazy is that the friendliest one, the formerly friendliest one, wouldn't let you touch her just now. But this one, the one boy of the 3 cats, just let Meg pick him up. So that means that you're 2 for 3, and the only one that you couldn't get was the one that used to be the friendliest. Isn't that crazy? How does that happen? Hi, Orange Kitty. Look at you.
You got your tabby.
You want to be an
mark.
inside-outside kitty? Guys, I'm proud. It's been a full, we're at 13 hours right now. They've been outside, and they haven't made a run back for their former house yet. They, trust me, they're close enough to where they easily could have, but they didn't, and I'm happy. Uh-oh.
Olga, chill.
Just relax, Olga.
Woo! Angry mama.
Yeah, they've been hanging out in that garage a lot, I've noticed.
That's good
When I
for
came out to check on them after I woke up, that's the first place I saw them, is in there. That's the spot they like. I could have figured that they wouldn't go back to their original house where their mama's at. And the thing, did I tell you, Lovey? I've told you this before. I've even made a video about it too, where me and Elijah did an experiment a few years ago
Yes, you
when
told me.
Avalanche had her kittens. So basically, to summarize it, Avalanche had a ton of kittens a few years ago. The white kitty that lives at Longhorn Lester's right now.
Well, that's why we wouldn't use the litter box. Sorry. Just watching Olga use the
Yeah.
bathroom.
We had a cat that had a bunch of babies, and 2 of the babies went to Gigi's house. And so after about a month of the babies going to G's house and being separate from Mama, we tried an experiment. Me and Elijah took the 2 kittens from Gigi's house and brought them back over here just to see if their mama Avalanche would remember them. And when we brought them over, Avalanche basically tried to kill them. She didn't literally try to kill them, I'm exaggerating, but she tried to attack them. She was clawing at them. She wanted them nowhere near her, out of her sight. And so I was like, oh my goodness, she would even act like that to her own babies. And so it's almost
They
like
don't smell like her
it's
anymore.
almost like in a simple month they'd forgotten that she was there, or she had forgotten those were her babies. And
I know, baby.
I could have figured that if in a month a mama and babies can forget each other, then perhaps it's been about 3 weeks to a month since they've been separated from their mama, and so it makes sense why they're not like yearning to go back. You know what I mean?
All the enrichment here. There's lots of bugs. There's all kinds of things for them to eat. Lots of to see that they weren't getting to see over there.
That's a good word, enrichment.
Enrichment. Oh my gosh, Olga. Good lord. I hope you cover that up.
I don't want to video it.
It's disgusting.
Poor Olga had like a
Oh!
really. Oh,
Good
she's
girl.
okay. I got to video it. I don't want to.
She's covering it up.
She had a.
That's why I said put the sand litter box. Do sand in the
Yeah.
litter box. She just stepped in it.
I can't believe it, guys. Olga, it was the saddest thing. She had a big old log of a poop hanging from her butt, and she finally got it off, and now she's trying to use dirt to cover it. So I'm proud of her for covering her tracks,
She's
literally.
made the world her litter box. Look at
Yeah.
that little one just watching her.
Hi. Hi, little kitty. Why aren't you sweet anymore? You used to be so sweet.
I feel like she's a mix of a calico and a tabby.
She probably is.
I was looking it up this morning. Because calico's not a breed. Like her breed would be like a domestic short hair.
Uh-huh.
And her coloring would be calico.
Uh-huh. Well, bottom line is they're doing good, guys, and I'm happy that all is well with them. I guess I'll wrap that up for this video, though. I hope y'all enjoyed, guys. Y'all be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to see. I hope you all have an incredibly blessed day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.